Welcome everybody. We have a beautiful smartphone here on the table. It's called the Google Pixel, and there's also Google Pixel XL smartphone, which you have probably seen already. And this is the full review of the Pixel right now, which is a 5-inch Full HD device with 8.5 millimeters in thickness, big battery with 2770 milliamps, USB Type-C connector with the latest 3.0 standard, so it's fast for data transfer, and especially a really good camera here by Google with 12 megapixels with amazing HDR and stabilization, which results in amazing pictures and especially videos, even better than a Samsung Galaxy S7 if you ask me. What's this round thing on the back? It's a fingerprint reader, which is not only a fingerprint reader, you can also use it for a few gestures I will show you. Then we have a laser sensor, a face detection autofocus sensor, and a secondary microphone, a metal body which is looking beautiful here on the Google phone, which does not have an HTC logo on it, but it says on the bottom made in Taiwan, since HTC is the producer of this beautiful phone. On and off switch on the right side with a volume rocker, so the on and off switch is again good for just turning your device on and off, or using with a gesture called fast photo, I would call it, or double pressing it. You can easily turn on the camera from anywhere, not only when the device is off. So if I'm in some kind of software, like for example writing a text message, if I just double press it, you can see right away we can take a picture and it opens really quickly. So for a few people it's not great that it's on the top, and for me also, because we have actually the HTC 10, which is the alternative by the same company producing both phones, with the on and off switch on the bottom and then volume rocker, and it's pretty similar in terms of full metal body and beautiful design. And because if you have the 5-inch device in your hand like this, you're usually with your thumb on the volume rocker and not on the on and off switch, but you actually don't need that. If you just put your finger on the fingerprint reader, the device is right away on and ready to use. So actually there is only one speaker and one microphone on the bottom. This is not a dual speaker system. Then we have a SIM card slot here for no micro SDs or no double SIM cards. It's just a single nano SIM card slot. On the top then we have a headset jack, beautiful antennas here that you can barely see on all of the sides. And then we went already all around the device except for the front. We have an 8 megapixel camera and one big minus for the phone, this huge bar on the bottom. I'm not sure why Google needs this huge space in the bottom if the Android buttons are actually on the screen, which you can see right here clearly, because this area does not have any function except for maybe if you want to hold this phone like that, then you don't press anything. But I'm not sure why we need all this area here on the bottom that is just left unused. So there's a 4-core processor inside, which is running with 2.15 GHz for 4 cores and 1.6 GHz for another 2 cores, 2.15 and 2 1.6. Anyhow, 4 gigs of RAM, and the phone is amazingly fast, as you will see here when I go to Antutu and just show you that we have 131,000 points that this phone got, which ranks on the same level as a Samsung Galaxy S7, an LG G5, a ZTE Axon 7, or any other phone that has similar hardware and processing power obviously inside. But there's a little bit faster products also by Chinese companies that have maybe a little bit more of software virtualization, or for example more RAM, like here the OnePlus 3 has 6 gigs of RAM, not just 4, and the iPhone 7 with 170,000 is way better and faster, but actually not that important. I think what the number says on the phone, we could just go into the games in a second and show you that it starts up really quickly. It's fun to use, but what's more important is, I think, the camera. So just start that, because I've shown you that before, that it starts up really quickly. Again, if you're in the camera, the colors are just amazing. We have HDR Auto right now enabled, which means that it will shoot the picture and then in the software make the picture even a little bit better. If I press the button, you will see it right here. If I just go here on the picture, processing HDR+, it takes a few seconds, but does that obviously in the background. You don't have to go into the library and check that out. But there's also a lot of other settings that you can check out here, like that you can set it to 4K videos with video stabilization. Samsung, for example, doesn't have that in 4K, and any other company also does not have that for 4K, because here we have no optical image stabilization inside, just software. So it renders actually the software on the software side, the video, to be a little bit better, and that will look amazing, as you will see in a second. These are the other options, and otherwise you have also a few camera options here also available for this beautiful phone. So what I need to show you also is that you can just slide over to shoot a video. Then obviously the area what you will shoot will be a little bit smaller. And what you can also do is flip the camera like this. And then you have the 8 megapixel front camera, which does not look the best right now, but we have a light here from the back, light here from the top, and that's why. So the camera is still shooting in really good quality. If I just zoom in here, which should usually work, to the middle you can see that my beard and everything looks really good, and especially if you would shoot just a picture. Thanks to the HDR, the result is always a lot better than what you see live on the screen before. So you can see that quality gets even better here on this picture. But actually let's check out all the photos that I've taken with the device, because for example you have this background blur also always enabled. So if you check on me and that the background is a lot blurrier, but I am looking amazing here on the selfie, it's quite interesting to see how really good a smartphone camera can be. Also, in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, which I have taken the same picture with at the same moment, at the same light, same spot, and both have 50% display brightness right now, you can definitely see here that both shot a nice picture, but actually on the right side the colors are looking a bit better, and the picture on the left looks a little bit crisper. But if you go a little bit closer, you will see that it's thanks to the software that actually Samsung destroys a little bit of the picture, because the crisper picture just has more pixels on it, and the Google just looks more lifelike. So you can see it, I think, quite nicely that the Google would be a winner here, even though both have a 12 megapixel camera and had the same conditions and the same auto settings. But my favorite part about this phone is actually the video part, because I was ice skating, as I usually do every few days here, and testing phones. And as you can see me running, and the picture's barely moving, shaking or anything, and I'm really running not that slow. As you will see when I just show here you guys on the bottom that my feet are moving, and the, again, sharpness on my coat and the blurriness on my shoes is looking quite good. And if I turn around the camera in a second, you will definitely even see even better that the quality is quite amazing. And the focus is also quite amazing. There's never any blurriness in the picture. It's always focused on the front or the things I wanted to shoot. But check out my full 4K video of this footage on my YouTube channel, Tech Video DE, that's my German channel, and that's therefore already it with the first little hands-on almost of the brand new Google Pixel, except for I didn't game yet, so let's try out a little bit of a Relic Run kind of game, and then also a little shooter, and then I will also tell you that there is a comparison video with the Google Pixel phone available on my channel, and also with the HTC 10, Samsung Galaxy S7, and so on. Then always the phones that have the same price range and the same display size you will find on my channel, with basic reviews like, for example, which game starts faster, which camera is better, and which has the slimmer design and better features. Like, for example, the Google phone is not waterproof, has no micro SD card slot, has no wireless charging built in, for example, no FM radio, and also the battery 2770 milliamp is quite alright, but the display is actually a little bit smaller with just 5.0 inches and not 5.1 like, for example, on the Samsung Galaxy S7, which costs right now even $100 less, because it's available on the market for a little bit longer now. So you have seen the game was not only running good, but the colors were quite beautiful thanks to the AMOLED display, which allows us really deep blacks. The black is really black and the colors are really vibrant on this device. So let's just do a few missions here, or one mission or half a mission, just shoot a little bit around here with this little game, and then we already finished here with my first review of the Google Pixel smartphone, which is looking quite good. So let's see. So again, you can see that the game didn't take long to load, and it is quite fun actually to use it also with the smaller screen, the 5 inches, and yeah, it's just an amazing device with really good hardware, but just too high of a price for not enough gigabytes of internal memory, if you ask me. And also sometimes there's a little bit of a software glitch also here, available, but more about the Nougat 7.0 software soon on my YouTube channel with my full review about the latest Android software also, which will be available soon to other phones also. So thank you much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. This was the Google Pixel smartphone in a full review. Thank you much for watching and see you guys around.